Aries, hello, it's Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot, and I am here to do your August 2020 general reading. It's only general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're new here to my channel, thank you so much for coming in and seeing if you like it. I hope you do. And if you do like it, if it does resonate, because if you give me a please give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe. Write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Oops. Excuse my fumble fingers. And what else? Okay, yeah. You've been here before. I do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Okay? Hope everybody's doing well, staying healthy. Now let's see what we can find out for you. Aries, August 2020. What does Aries need to know for August 2020? What does Aries need to know August 2020? Oh, hello. King of Swords. The Hierophant. Oh, hello. The fumble fingers. Oh, sorry. What? The Ten of Pentacles popped out reversed. Okay. Sorry. I'm a bit of a... Oh, anyway. Alright, let's see. What else can we get? For Aries 2020. What else can we find out about Aries 2020? What else does Aries need to know? 2020. August. The Four of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. Five of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. Now one more. And after, we'll go through these and then I'll clarify with another deck. And then I'll get a few cards from the universe, spirit. Just give you some maybe advice that might be needed. And Three of Wands. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here, Aries. Alright. The first, it looks like with this King of Swords energy, this could be a person in your environment. It could be you, or somebody who emits the energy of being authoritarian, very firm, very strict, but very fair. All about the intellect. They're not going in with, their open hearts. They're usually all about, what's in their mind and the way they handle situations. It's all about, thought. And they think things through. They don't, feel them through, okay? Then we do have the Hierophant, and he's always offers guidance or counsel. He's big on tradition, how things are supposed to be. He can symbolize possibly a wedding. But if not, it might be somebody that you know, or even, somebody that you know that might offer you an ear if you have things to talk about or you have to discuss something. It could be a counselor, it could be a teacher. Somebody who offers to listen and give you some of their advice, I guess. Now you do have this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Now this being in the reverse is, if you did have a plan to do something that was going to be possibly a legacy, possibly, if you were trying to do something that you could pass on to your family, try to do something to, bring in money in a continuous basis, it might have been thwarted a little bit. So maybe it's like on a delay. It's not happening as you had planned it to. Not that it won't happen eventually, but right now it's not. Or it's just slowing down to a great amount. Okay, well, then when you have the Four of Pentacles, and that kind of makes sense, because if your plans for whatever, abundance coming in got stalled somehow, you're going to be holding on to what you have. You don't want to be giving up anything that you really can't right now. You're going to hold on to your coins, basically. And you're not just going to be being frivolous with it. You want to be, a little close. Keep it a little close. The Eight of Cups and the Five of Swords are next. And the Eight of Cups, okay, now you're thinking of moving out of something that doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe you worked really hard at the situation. That might have been a part of this Ten of Pentacles idea for you. But maybe it's not working for you. Something about it's not working. So you're going to decide to maybe move on to another idea, another thought. Put your efforts elsewhere. Because even though you worked hard, you put a lot into it, it didn't pan out. But then you're going on okay, well, I'm still going to win. I'm still going to win at all costs. I have no chance that I'm going to not win. Because you put a lot of effort into it. And you want to make it happen. And then you have this message of possible new ideas for growth in something, for abundance in something. And it's like planting seeds. So you may be receiving a message from somebody, or you might have saw something online, or might have got new ideas from somebody. And so it's triggering that, you have this new growth idea. And then, you're putting forth a lot of mental thoughts into it, communication, clarity, and you're seeing how it could unfold for you. And then it looks like you're stepping out into what is still left to come, okay? I always think of this as you're not worried about the past anymore. Those two wands to me remind me of the past. That's what happened. And then this one is what's still out there for you, and you want to go take hold of that. See where the ships are coming in. That one is it signifies what the ships are coming in for you. You're not sure what's coming, but you know something's coming. And that's when you make that move forward. Let's see what else we can find out. Alright, can we clarify the King of Swords for Aries 2020? Clarify the King of Swords for Aries 2020. Now, this is somebody in your environment. It could be another air sign. It could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It could be man and woman. It's not gender specific, but just somebody with the specific, somebody with that type of energy around them. Firm, fair, strong. Okay, one more. Come on, what's about this King of Swords for Aries? King of Swords for Aries. Okay, the Chariot. Oops. And the Ace of Swords. Alright, now with the Chariot, that's achievement and well-positioning. You're being well-positioned in a situation, and you have the Ace of Swords, where it's a new start on something that you're going to be using your communication and everything about. Okay? Now, what about this Hierophant? What can you tell me about the Hierophant? Something with the King of Swords. Maybe that is where you were feeling like you were in a good situation. Things were working out for you. And achievements. So that very well could be your energy. It doesn't have to be typical fire sign energy to show you. Alright, Hierophant for Aries. What can you do for Hierophant for Aries? Because you might have a lot of air sign, air in your birth chart. All right, the Ace of Coins. All right. Chance of new abundance. And the Eight of Cups. Okay, well, all right, so it's possible if you did speak to somebody, or if you were looking for counsel from something, getting pointers, tips from somebody, you saw the opportunity for the new abundance and then you moved away from it, or you chose to move away from it with these Eight of Cups. Or was that what's kind of triggered your Ten of Pentacles to turn upside down? Let's see what we can, okay. Aha. Alright. Well, the Ten of Pentacles, I clarified it with the Nine of Swords, it flew out. And I guess that, yeah, sure, you're going to be under stress. You're going to be having anxiety when situations don't turn out the way you thought they would. And so, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of, you know, feel not great. Let's see if we can get one more. One more for those upside down Ten of Pentacles. One more for that. Okay. Seven of Coins and Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So I think you feel like you can start rebuilding. That's what this means to me. That you can start rebuilding. It's going to take you a while to get back to where you are. But you know if you keep working at it, it'll be coming out to you. What about this Four of Pentacles? What can you tell me about this Four of Pentacles for Aries in August? Four of Pentacles for Aries in August. What can you tell me about that? Four of Pentacles, Aries, August. What do they need to know? What does Aries need to know? Four of Pentacles. Alright. Ace of Staffs. What else? And the Ten of Coins. Alright. So now if you put your mind to something with energy, activity, action, charisma, all those really true positive traits of Aries, you know, where you're like charismatic and you're like a very progressive, strong, fiery energy, then you'll have your Ten of Pentacles coming out to you again. So I think you just need to go through whatever this is, maybe whatever triggered the Ten of Pentacles to fall over can actually be triggered to turn it back around. So you could actually get to that place that you were planning to be in your situation. That's why I don't know if it's a business, if it's a job, whatever it might be. I mean, you'll know if it's you. How about the Eight of Cups? What can we tell? Yeah, what can we tell? What can we find out about the Eight of Cups here for Aries? Eight of Cups for Aries. Eight of Cups for Aries. Oh, cool. Alright. We got the Hangman and the Hierophant again. So, if you're looking at something, a different perspective, seeing how it works, when you were going to be moving away from something that didn't work for you, and then maybe you are seeking ideas, counsel, guidance from somebody, or, you know, for doing your own, like you're doing reading, you're resourcing, you're checking things out, but you're looking at things in a different perspective. And what about the Five of Swords? Five of Swords. Oh. Okay. Alright, we got the Lovers and the Two of Staffs. Alright. Now with the Lovers, could be a romantic relationship. Maybe you were formed a relationship in somewhere in this time frame, or you're going to. Or it could just be a life decision. It could be a choice, a matter of like picking and choosing a certain way of life, or changes in life. And then you have the Two of Staffs, and this is making plans, deciding what the next step is. Alright, so yeah, you were making sure you were going to win at all costs. You weren't going to, no holds barred, basically. There's either a relationship or a life decision. and planning something. And we got the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. And the one thing I always think about with the Ten of Coins, once you get to like the tens, like the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Coins, the Ten of anything, that's a lot. It's a lot. So where do you go from there? So I always think about that. It's like, okay, well, yeah, now I got this 10. Now what? Like, where else do you go? So it's kind of because you don't want to stop. You don't want to, like, stop doing what you're doing to get to where you got. So it's almost like you got to make sure you continue. So now we have this Page of Pentacles, which could mean that you have another idea in your head, another way to keep things going. And Judgment card. And that's a new awareness. That's clarity in something. So whatever that maybe you're thinking about, you're having an awareness of something. One more for... Oh, hello. Okay. And that came up, the Nine of Cups. Alright. Well, this is... I see you had Judgment and the Nine of Cups. And this is about wishes granted, right? And you had a new clarity of something. So maybe something that you had in your head, or you were thinking about, or you were learning about, something that Hierophant energy brought out to you, that you were able to grow these seeds that you were planting into something that you've always wanted, something you've always wanted to do. And it could have been a business, could have been a job that you really wanted to do, or just some form of ability to build what you want to have, and then maybe even be able to pass it on to your family type of feeling, like just kind of where you're not doing it just for you. It's for all involved in your life, basically. Your family, your spouse, your friends, that you know that maybe are with you in this, something that you could hand down to your generations. And what about the Ace of Swords? What can you tell me about the Ace of Swords? Because this is just like a lot of new beginnings for you, really. So you could like really be in a position that you can just keep putting together new ideas and new thoughts and new things to begin, like new starts. Because you got like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you got like 4 aces right here. Alright, the Page of Cups. And the 4 of Coins. Alright, so with this ace, now you got the Page of Cups. Now this is like a new message of possible love, companionship, friendship. I remember you did have the Lovers, so I don't know if this is a relationship that is kindling now. But you still have the 4 of Coins. So I don't know if it doesn't feel like money though. This doesn't feel like it symbolizes money to me. This might be you holding on to some of your feelings. You don't want to put out all your feelings or all your effort towards possibly a new relationship. Because just, yeah, this feels like together, it's like, okay, you're willing to do it, but not willing to go whole hog into it, or put too much commitment into it. And what about this 3 Wands? What can you tell me about the 3 Wands for Aries 2020? What can you tell me for Aries 2020? Yeah, August. August 2020 for Aries. Alright, got the 7 of Cups. You definitely have choices. So if you're looking ahead with those wands, looking at those ships coming in, you know that there's choices for you to follow, to choose from. You have a lot to choose from, but also it comes up with the 5 of Coins, which is the 5 of Pentacles, and that's where it's like a feeling of being left out in the cold. But I don't think that that's what it means, that you're going to be left out in the cold. I feel like it means you don't want to be left out in the cold. Like whatever choices that you're going to be making based on this, looking out into the future or the ships coming in, you want to make sure you're not making a choice that's going to make you feel left out. Alright, and then let's see. A couple more cards just from the universe, just to see, oops, I have such fumble fingers, just to see if they have any advice for you, okay? Is there any advice here for Aries, August 2020? Any advice for Aries, August 2020? What kind of advice can you... Oh, hello. Too many. Dragon. Advice for Aries 2020. What do you got? Advice for Aries 2020. Okay, ooh, okay. Alright, got 6 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and 8 of Wands. Alright, well, I think to me this feels like, okay, well, you know what? You might be having some thoughts on nostalgia and possibly looking back to old friends, family members, people that you haven't seen for a while that you want to see again, childhood memories. And that they still, you want to, even though if you're like, say this relationship, friendship, whatever's coming out is from somebody from your past. And that's awesome because, you know, if keep up the swift movement towards what you want. If you want to be with this person, if you want to be friends with this person, however that is. But they're still saying maybe keep your feelings and your energy a little bit closer to your chest. Don't give out all your efforts right away. You want to wait a little while for whatever the situation may be, for whatever reason that might be. Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I enjoyed doing it, and get to see you again in about a month or so. And stay well. If you can give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And I will be seeing you later. You take care now.